Good morning, Morris, Brandon, faculty, staff, students. We are back, but it is Asynchronous Wednesday. We are learning on our own today. We are accessing Google Classroom. We are making sure we are completing our assignments. And if we're done, well, we're reading today. We're reading and we're logging those minutes, and we'll talk about that hopefully in a little bit. But Mr. Hudson, welcome back. It is Wednesday. It's April 14th. We're cruising. Let's get to it on these asynchronous announcements. All right, you know what to do.
My name is Madison Elise Vaughn, and I'm going to say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Nice job, Madison Vaughn. Great Pledge of Allegiance. Keep those videos coming. We still got a couple more days. All right, so moving through the month of April, we know that our IB word of the month is inquire. What better person to be an inquirer than Henry Ford? Ford, recognize that name? Henry Ford was an American industrialist and business magnate, founder of the Ford Motor Company and chief developer of the assembly line, very important invention, technique of mass production by creating the first automobile that middle-class Americans could afford. He converted the automobile from an expensive curiosity into an accessible conveyance that profoundly impacted the landscape of the 20th century. Well, let's talk about some of those key words in there. Well, first of all, he created the assembly line. That means that you can put one thing on a car here, and then another thing here, and another thing here, and it goes all the way down the line until that car is finished. But he also created the first automobile that was affordable. What does that mean? Well, affordable means that people can buy it with their money. Because back in the 1920s, when people were buying cars, it was a luxury to have an automobile. It cost a whole lot of money, but he made it inexpensive because really anybody can use an automobile. And then when everybody started to get cars, did that not change the way that we look at the world in the 20th century? Now that we can move from point A to point B, we don't take cattles, we don't ride horses anymore, we don't ride trains as much. We now have automobiles, and that's because of Henry Ford, right?
Yeah. And his work with that assembly line impacted every industry in the US, not just the automobile industry, but all industries in the US.
And it created lots of jobs.
Yep.
All right, so today's April 14th. What else happened this day in history, or what is today? Did you know that today's a moment of laughter day? Let me tell you something. We're going to celebrate that moment in just a little bit when it's joke of the day. Did you know today is Dolphin Day? I should have known that because I was in Florida, drove down there, spent a little time with my family. We saw plenty of dolphins. I wish I would have known. And
Nice.
today's Pecan Day. Other things that you see when you drive to Florida. Did you know that? Pecan trees, Valdosta, Georgia. That's all we have down there. So awesome. I love it and very relatable.
So, National Autism Awareness Month. We have one of the funniest people in the whole wide world, Jerry Seinfeld. He even had a show named after him, the Jerry Seinfeld Show. He's a funny comedian. He's one of the most popular comedians of all time. And he has said in multiple interviews that he believes himself to be on the autism spectrum. Though he has never been officially diagnosed by a medical professional, Seinfeld has defended his self-diagnosis by citing his social challenges as he grew up, and also as well as his tendency to think literally all the time. So Jerry Seinfeld, we are recognizing him during this National Autism Awareness Month.
And people like Jerry Seinfeld help to bring awareness to autism as well. So I
Yeah.
love Jerry Seinfeld, famous comedian. And he's a comedian that our kids can actually watch. So look him up because he never uses any curse words, and he's very appropriate for kids.
Our SEL moment for today, we're going to focus on the mindful body. Today, we will begin with a mindful breathing activity. Whenever we do breathing exercises, we begin with a mindful body. Let's try now. to have a mindful body, you have to eliminate distractions like the TV or phone. So let's turn off the TV, let's turn off your phones. And the only thing you should be focusing in on is our voices on the announcement. Sit either on the floor with crisscross legs or a chair with your feet flat on the ground. Place your hands on your lap. Make sure to sit up straight to keep your spine straight so air can flow freely through your throat, chest, lungs, and diaphragm. Look at this diagram as an example. And so now that we are in our proper mindful body positions, let's go ahead and breathe in. Breathe out. As you remember to breathe in, you're breathing in through your nose and breathing out through your mouth. Let's breathe in again deeply. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Hopefully you feel very relaxed, ready to conquer this asynchronous Wednesday, ready to do as much work as you can. And when you're finished working, reading. It's time to celebrate that day of laughter, Mr. Bland.
All right, Mr. Hudson. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. What do you call a cow with 2 legs?
I would probably just call it a two-legged cow. I don't know. What is it?
I don't know. Well, lean beef. Lean beef. Picture of a cow sleeping over there.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
2 leg. Maybe you're leaning to one side. Lean beef, right?
I get it.
Moment of laughter day.
Remember to laugh every day.
Every day, gotta laugh. All right. Well, we don't have any birthdays today, believe it or not. So today we're going to celebrate Pete Rose. Yeah, Pete Rose is honestly one of the greatest baseball players of all time. He was Charlie Hustle. He would slide into first base. Who slides into first base? Nobody. You run past first base. He would slide into it. He was super fast, super aggressive, played hard every day, but he's still not in the Hall of Fame. Can you believe that? But he's a famous baseball player. So today we want to salute him.
Yep. Happy birthday, Pete Rose.
All right, boys and girls, have a great asynchronous Wednesday. Follow your assignments in Google Classroom. Make sure you read, and we'll see you here bright and early tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Hey, Mr. Bland, just a reminder to the children, if they read and accomplish the goal, what's going to happen?
Well, first of all, if we reach our Beanstack race to read goal, then I'll kiss a cow, a 2-legged cow.
Well, I heard it's an alpaca now, right?
Well, if we make our goal, PTA had changed it a little bit. So if we reach our goal for our readathon, which was 2 weeks ago, we got to tally those minutes up, then I'll kiss an alpaca.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't even know what an alpaca is. I Googled it one time, but it looks like a camel, looks like a llama, maybe a mix between. But we're going to find one, and I'm going to kiss it and tell it how much I love it because our students at Morris Brandon like to read.
And they spit, Mr. Bland. The alpacas spit. Ugh. And then I will take a pie to my face for readathon, and we'll see what else we'll be doing. So
read those minutes, log it, readathon, Beanstack, get them in, and watch us do something funny.
All right. Have a great day.